everyone, and welcome to my TED Talk. Today I'm going to be talking about sex trafficking. So, sex trafficking is one of the biggest epidemics facing our world today, and it is defined as the practice of illegally transporting people from one country or area to another for the purpose of sexual exploitation. So nowadays, this problem is more prevalent than ever, especially in this age of social media and internet use. Every day, there are more and more young girls and boys, so it's not just girls, who fall victim to this modern day kind of slavery. Young teens are constantly lured by traffickers on the internet to meet up with them in person. They're manipulated by someone they feel they have built a relationship with, and who they feel they can put their heart and trust into. Young people can also be kidnapped from malls if they are unaware of their surroundings. In recent years, there has been accounts of sex traffickers going around malls to recruit unsuspecting teenagers and coercing them into acts with the attraction of good opportunities. I myself have seen suspicious characters following me and my friends around late at night or around a store, and if I didn't know how to get out of those situations, I would become a victim as well. So some tips to prevent you or a loved one from becoming sex trafficked include being aware of your surroundings at all times. So people are often distracted by their phones, and I feel like they generally walk with their head down. But when you walk with your head up, it ensures that you're aware of what's going on around you, and so you can spot if something is off or suspicious. If you notice a person or a car that's following you, you're able to call someone immediately. Another tip is to avoid walking alone. So people have been kidnapped while walking on the street. So if you feel like you absolutely need to walk alone, then it's important to carry some form of protection with you, like mace or something like that. Also, you can talk to someone on the phone during your walk to let people know that you're still in contact with others. In addition to that, it's important to act swiftly if you see suspicious activity happening. If you're being followed, go into the nearest building and wait for the person or the car that's outside to leave. You can alert someone in the building that you're being followed and call someone that you trust to come pick you up. Also, you can let people know where you're going and what time you're gonna arrive to your destination. Another tip is to don't trust people so easily. I know it's you want to see the good in everyone, but in these times you really can't trust everyone. And some people who are trafficked are approached by strangers offering them a job or some kind of nice opportunities, such as a modeling or a singing career. Also, women can also be traffickers. It's not just men, and they're often used to lure victims because women are not seen as being as intimidating as men. People are more likely to trust a woman. Also, it's important to use social media wisely and be aware of the dangers of meeting up with strangers online. It's important that you go to public places when you meet up with someone, because that way you have other people around you in the area. And you also never want to give people your address, so you don't want them to know where you live until you really get to know them and know their intentions. And also, sex traffickers prey on young people who run away from home. So if you're facing struggles at home, instead of running away and putting yourself at risk of being in dangerous situations, you can seek help through different reliable organizations. So all the time I see an increasing amount of stories on Twitter about people who have been in these sex trafficking situations and people who have been kidnapped. But a lot of people are not talking about the ways to prevent it. And it's important to educate our youth on the severity of this issue. So I hope that you guys can take my tips into consideration. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.